Hey, and welcome back to Our Opinion Podcast. I'm your co-host, Michael, and I'm here with my two co-hosts, Terence and Jhoan. What do we want to talk about today?
Shit, did y'all see Dave Chappelle got attacked?
I didn't see the video. I saw the pics, like the freeze pics where it's like, boom, you see him running up, boom, you see him try to tackle him, boom. Mm-hmm. And then I saw the after of that. Like, I was like, I feel like Dave Chappelle didn't feel too bad about that night, honestly.
What was he saying? I don't know what he was saying. I just saw the Dave.
Well, like, after he got attacked, he said, first he said it was a trans man after he got attacked, and then after that he was like, he said something else. I forgot what else he said, but then Chris Rock ran up and he was like, was that Will Smith? I was like, damn.
You know Chris Rock's been waiting.
He didn't say Jada.
He definitely didn't say Jada.
My wife's name.
So, like, yeah. But, I mean, I don't know why folks, like, tried to attack his ass, though.
Yeah, I guess he really does have, the transgender community.
He probably said some
want
shit
him dead.
that pissed him off or something. But it's like, why would you go to the show if, like, you were going to get offended?
I feel like it's one of those things where, like, one of their close friends wanted them to go with them, and they're like, oh, I wish you would say some disrespectful shit about the community. You know
I don't know, because his last special, or it was an interview or something, he was like, he made a joke about it. He's like, yeah, like, transgender people, oh, they want me dead. Like, they want me gone.
Yeah.
So they hate me that bad.
I mean, like, the fact that Dave Chappelle even has to, like, I guess, take people's phones away at the shows and stuff.
See, but that's more like...
No, I mean, I know what it's like mostly, but it's mostly for, like, big comics to be able to work on material without being judged on it, like, when they first release it. Because I remember Joe Rogan was talking about it, like, big comics like that, they have to do that because, like, when they work on material, since so many people know them already, like, they're like, oh, this is the final product, and it's shit, or, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't give them time.
I also thought about it because of, like, you can record me or go live and get a free show.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess.
Like, that's, like, business-wise, I was
Isn't
like...
that just their special? That literally just it?
Well, the other thing, too, is, like, they're on tour with these specials.
Yeah.
So if you go live and post my video, everybody knows my content now.
So they won't watch it on
tour
Netflix.
Is fucked.
Yeah,
it's like, no,
but I mean, I know that
because you're not gonna come hear jokes that you
only super big comics will do that though. Like
yeah. Because if you're small, no one's paying attention to you like that yet.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But did you see how, like, I'm pretty sure that they recorded that incident on, like, a flip phone. Like, somebody gave their, like, cell phone away, and then they're like, damn, I still got this bitch though.
See, but that's what I'm saying. This incident was like a celebrity thing.
That's celebrity only.
Like a celebrity event type of thing.
I thought it was just his tour.
It wasn't a comedy thing.
It's not his tour.
I don't think it was.
I have no idea.
It
looked like a pretty big venue.
That's what I thought. That's why it was like.
I mean, anything that Dave Chappelle is like, you know, he's not gonna go up for a small venue unless it's just celebrities, like John said, I guess.
But yeah, that shit's still fucked though. Like, I don't see why people be thinking like they could just charge motherfuckers on stage. Like, there aren't gonna be repercussions for shit like that, bro. Like, they be having hella security there for shit like that.
I feel like in that situation, like, once they put their hands on you, I feel like the comedian should be able to fight back and then still get them kicked out.
He was tackled on stage at the Hollywood Bowl. It's a celebrity thing. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't call it a show, the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Does the article say anything more about it?
No idea.
I just wanted the name of the show, to be honest, but I can read it.
Okay. Fuck it. Well, we saw after, though, how the guy looked, and the guy looked pretty fucking beat up.
I mean, bro, they showed the little video of, like, how many guys was fucking that man up.
Really?
It was.
Bro, his arm looked like it was like this, dude.
it was
that way.
Yeah, it was like people beating on his ass, bro. It's just like, yeah, you can't really.
And you know what? You know what the
Dave.
craziest thing about all that is? How much you want to bet he sues?
Yeah, right.
No, it says because since Dave was attacked, it says he's not pressing any charges.
Yeah.
But what about the other people that attacked him? That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to sue the people that attacked him.
Nobody saw nothing after that.
And plus, I think,
no witnesses. They gonna get
video clips.
I think if they're part of security detail, like,
that's facts. If their job is to protect Dave,
that's literally part of my job.
But then didn't we just say that a celebrity was hitting him too?
It said Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes.
He might have been
allegations. You know what I'm saying?
All Dave has to say is like, yeah, I hired him that day to be my security detail.
Facts.
And it's
but then they're gonna be like, oh, you just have to show proof of you hiring him, telling him to be next to you on the stage in case of anything. You know what I mean?
You
like,
can tell him that it was verbally.
But then at the same time, I also feel like that guy isn't gonna want to go through all that court shit, you know, just to maybe get some money.
But yeah, that's tough. Don't run up on people on stage.
Yeah.
Point blank period.
Don't run up on anybody. What the fuck? Like, anywhere. You're telling me if you're on a trip, like outside of the state, and me, like, or Jhoan, like a close friend of yours, they just pull up to you and then just grab you or like, just run up to you. You're telling me you're not gonna like be ready?
Of course.
That's what I'm saying. Just don't run up on anybody in general.
I mean, like, you know.
You gotta shout. Like,
know what you're doing, you know what you're getting yourself into. If you're going to surprise somebody. But not everybody also has a fight reaction. A lot of people.
I mean, Jhoan definitely. John's definitely that one.
I guess me and Dave got the same thing, bro.
He said, I got security.
See, I felt like Dave was more like, I'm trying to protect my image here, my reputation.
Same thing,
like my security. Yeah, you don't
and
really
Dave's
have
tall as fuck,
a
too.
reputation to protect, though. Like,
Dave is really tall.
In the video, the guy was like trying to tackle him,
Like-
like went down low. Like he was like coming at him like this because I saw
One
Joe
quick little knee
Rogan's
to the-
podcast.
That's
He
what
was
everything,
like-
bro. I'm like, if somebody's gonna.
That's literally what he said. He's like, bro, I'm surprised Dave didn't just.
That's a quick.
Yeah,
that's
kick
a
his shit.
reaction, too. That's not even a.
Bro,
That's just a, oh, shit.
I want to see someone do that to Joe Rogan.
Trying to attack him on stage.
Yeah, like this man would eat because he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He did fucking kickboxing all his life. Like someone, but like he's the UFC commentator. Imagine somebody pulling up to him.
Yeah, see, you kind of know who you're fighting.
He didn't know clearly who he was getting into.
Well,
I also feel like he didn't look around for his surroundings. Like there must be a crowd of security. Like,
But how did he get on stage?
There was no security like in the front
Ooh,
stage like that.
See,
Because like, that's what I'm saying. It was
like.
like a Hollywood, so it was mainly
So he really did sneak.
So
through.
it was like a rich person that went up and did
kind
something
of.
crazy.
I have to assume it was like
They had at least enough money to get into the show.
Yeah.
They really thought
So I
that was
feel
Will
like
Smith,
or
huh?
some-
mostly
type of connection.
celebrities, and then like the front row is probably like fans.
That's
Yeah.
tough, fans.
Yeah, well, not him. Dave still got paid. So
Of
don't
course.
He probably got a bonus.
Did he,
Like, I'm sorry, you got to
didn't he
deal
finish
with
the
all that.
show after that too?
worry. I gotta assume he didn't get injured or anything. So he's
No,
like,
because
damn.
I mean I know some standing up and talking. He was thanking like Jamie Foxx and shit. He's like, if you're ever in trouble, Jamie Foxx will show up with a sheriff.
That's what you guys will say about me.
Isn't Jamie
Yeah,
Foxx the
that's
guy
true.
who like told or like spoke to? Oh no, that was Denzel. After the Will incident,
Yeah.
when he smacked him or whatever.
That was
He's
the
like,
Oh,
Denzel
yeah.
told me that the devil comes to you when, at your peak or whatever.
That's tough.
That's still crazy to me. The fact that he got to give a heartwarming speech after smacking the fuck out the comedian.
Speaking of Jamie Foxx, I swear he was supposed to be in a movie or a show about Mike Tyson.
He definitely looked like Mike Tyson, like a young Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
I can see him like practicing the lift. I can, yeah, you can see it too.
It's a series.
Did it already start?
Let me see.
Or just for people
I
listening.
don't know.
Which, by the way, when are we gonna get up on that? So,
On
we've had
what?
the audio only podcast up for a while, huh?
Yeah, because someone whose job it is to upload
Sorry,
them.
but he's getting really strong.
He's just going to get no question.
Like he's not posting.
If you're
the
either
shit like
wondering
he's
why we don't
posted.
have any sound only,
My boy, they photoshopped him.
they definitely looks photoshopped.
He's getting ripped as fuck.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
I was looking forward to seeing this.
I bet you people were looking forward to just listening to the audio of the podcast, but
That just kind of looked like
Speaking
Jamie.
of fucking movies, though.
Oh, yeah.
Doctor Strange.
I guess we can talk about that a little
Bro,
bit.
Doctor Strange dies.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
He hasn't seen the movie.
We haven't seen the movie, but today is the day that it drops here, and we'll probably. I feel like we should talk. We gotta talk about it. Damn near next podcast.
Oh, for sure.
Give it a
Well,
little review. Talk about.
Because at that point, if you didn't see it, bro, you might as well just wait for it to come out in DVD.
That's crazy.
I didn't see Spider-Man, the new one, the first
spoiling
week
it
it
all
came
next
out,
week.
and I haven't seen it since. I still haven't seen it. New Spider-Man movie.
Yeah,
He
once you like surpass like a week
Tobey
or
Maguire
so,
dies.
week and a half after a new
The
movie.
thing is,
Tobey Maguire dies.
when you're constantly surrounded by Jhoan,
Dies.
Jhoan is one of those people that's like, hey bro, can I just tell you this one part, bro? This shit went crazy,
He's
bro.
always trying to spoil shit for you.
Literally, and then he shows you a
Hey.
whole clip, and he's like, "Oh yeah, bro." He's like, "Bro, and guess what, bro? I didn't think this was going."
Nobody saw it coming.
You did because I spoiled it, but
Yeah. You're right.
Again, don't trust this man. He be capping.
yeah, he hasn't seen it. But I
I
think
remember I did that shit for Venom. I was like crazy. Spider-Man came up, and Venom. I don't know what I said. No,
I don't even know why they put him in that movie. He didn't have any role
No,
in it.
but for the Spider-Man movie, I was like, damn, Venom really just died in this Spider-Man 3 movie or whatever. I had got a whole bunch of people saying like, wow, you're an asshole.
Bro, people will like legit like I've done that before as a joke, and people are like, "Bro, you think you're fucking funny?"
I was like, it's a fake spoiler. Watch the fucking movie.
Bro, motherfuckers, you know.
Oh yeah, people will get.
Because if you fuck up the
pressed.
ending of a movie that people are anticipating on watching, it's like, bro, fuck you. Like, like you just literally
Honestly,
robbed me.
y'all might have to be off Facebook tonight because I'm gonna get all fresh. Like, damn, that was crazy.
Crazy. Dude damn near took on the whole world by himself.
I guess.
So I will not be in contact with either of you.
Do you guys have any theories?
Honestly, no.
No?
I just know it's gonna. It looks like it was gonna be fucking awesome.
Apparently,
It does, okay.
what's his name? Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is supposed to be a different Iron Man from a different dimension.
Oh, he is they already been confirmed that he is like
supposed
the
to be
Iron Man.
Infinity
And-
Iron or something.
And of course, being Tom Cruise, he made a deal that in his contract they have to like show his face. So his Iron Man suit is cut out like this, so his face shows.
In the comic books, it's like that too.
Yeah, and it's Tom Cruise though, you know. Tom Cruise is gonna get that role.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the evil Tony Stark.
And then like I heard that they meet with the Illuminati, and that's apparently where they might introduce the X-Men.
Yeah, so the Illuminati.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn.
See, because they might show the new Panther, the new Black Panther that's gonna take over.
Yo,
Because-
damn.
knocked it out the park.
Yeah, 'cause
Damn, they
the-
going dummy.
If it doesn't
Illuminati
hit a
got
billion in
Iron
box
Man,
office, the
Oh,
first one.
definitely
Doctor
will.
Strange. I don't know the bald guy's name. Professor X.
Professor X. Yeah.
He's in the Illuminati from Fantastic Four.
Illuminati. I haven't fucking thought about that shit since.
I feel like they bring it up in movies casually, but I think it's out there.
Again,
I bet you Bill Gates is on the committee.
Bro.
I bet you.
5 companies damn near control all the other companies. Something going on.
Yeah.
There's a hire.
We
Of
should
course.
definitely make a podcast totally just talking about conspiracies and shit
Conspiracy
like that.
theories. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be taking edibles sometimes, and I'd be like going
Bro,
way
this man
too
says
deep.
like I take edibles like he's not taking 10 milligrams. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta specify because people out here probably thinking you're taking 200-300 milligrams like a real edible.
200-300.
200-300.
Crazy. I would move.
First of all,
I wouldn't move. I'd be like this.
First of all, like 100 milligrams is what should be getting you like that. I took an edible 100 milligrams.
I don't subscribe to drug use.
I mean, of course, not here. He took
That's
it
when I was in
in
Colorado.
a legal state, dummy.
Just wanted to specify for the audience.
I don't know what Michael was talking about. What he I got pictures and everything.
So I got the documents to prove it.
Oh, okay.
all
This is a
there.
little off topic, and I think we've talked a little bit about this, and this is like totally flip. But I wanted to talk because I was talking to my mom about it, and
Edibles?
no, abortions. I was talking to her about the abortion thing, like
The abortion
the
thing.
bill
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
got what is it?
Just got passed or something?
It hasn't got passed yet. There's some
It got sent back, I
There's
think.
like some documents leaked that show that there's like enough votes to overturn Roe v. Wade.
Yeah.
Which
For like abortions?
Mhm.
Yeah, so
What?
like, women wouldn't be able to have abortions after getting pregnant. But isn't that
Whoa.
like after a certain time though?
Aren't we overpopulated anyways?
Or
No,
is-
I think it's like
Period?
period. Like
Really?
Period.
period.
Like nationwide? Or-
Yes.
Damn. I mean,
So
honestly,
it would be a federal law.
me personally, I think I fully support the idea that women should be able to have an abortion up until like
Half.
yeah, I think yeah,
I mean, there is a certain point where
Yeah.
like they
like the doctors. Will
That's
be like,
murder on my mind.
yeah like
Oh, we gotta get to that topic later. We can talk about that. But okay. What were
no,
you
but
saying?
there is a certain point where like I don't know the exact like trimester whatever it's called.
Gotta be
but-
like 6-8 weeks.
Oh, yeah,
but
first,
there's
second,
like
and
there
third
is
trimester,
there is a certain point where they're like like you have this much time to get an abortion before like we
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I feel like doctors wouldn't
You know.
even be like, yeah.
so like I just feel like all in all, bro, like they
we
just
just did a sonogram. We heard the heart, so I don't know if I can do this.
we just heard the heart.
Damn, you went a little too in deep. But my argument that I was gonna make was, I mean, do you guys feel that women should be able to abort whenever they want? Like it's their
Yes.
bodies up to the third trimester, of course, right?
Yeah.
So I was saying that I truly believe that a male should be able to choose to
Oh, my
not
mom was
be
like, no?
to not no. She said yes.
Oh.
To
It's like,
to
damn.
not be in the child's life. Like he can choose to not be in the child's life, but I think that it should be a specific agreement, and I think that if you do it, it has to be at birth, and you have to sign a contract saying that you agree not to be in the child's life.
Holy, okay, hold up.
Because think about it, like, because think about it, women choose whether or not that life comes into this world, right?
And then men got child support.
and a man, like, they can't do anything.
18 years.
Yeah, they can't do anything
Are
if
on
the
the
woman
hook.
decides. Because a lot of people's argument is like, well, you decided to have sex with that person. Yes, sure, I had sex, but accidents happen. Just like how, the same argument is used. Like, obviously, a woman wants to abort her baby when she was raped.
Mhm.
Like, accidents happen. You could have a baby when you're trying to protect.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's what I think. I think that like on like the birth, like you have to sign like I whatever the father of this baby chooses not to be in the kid's life like throughout the entire life, because if not, you could just be like, oh, that's my kid, like 20 years later when they're successful, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can make an argument of like, oh no, he owes me, that's my kid, like even if I was never in his life, he's my blood, da da da.
I think that's gonna take like a particular type of person, because I don't know. I feel like
I think a lot of men want to not be in the kid's life, but there is no option.
He is 100% correct.
There is no option for
There
men.
are a lot of people who do not want to have kids.
But if a woman's like, oh, you're fucked, I'm having a kid, like that's it.
And then if they take them to court for child
and I
support,
know
it's
where you
raps.
work.
It's raps.
Yeah,
I know you're cold.
There are definitely a lot of people who would fuck with that idea. Like a lot of guys.
So I mean, what do you guys think about that?
I think
It doesn't like affect me, so I don't know. If enough people need it, might as well just do it.
in terms of what?
Like, I don't see myself having sex to the point where like you might be pregnant. I don't want it. I don't want to have
Well, I
it.
mean, that's your specific situation.
But that's what I'm saying, like,
with a partner you're happy with. We're talking about like on a hookup.
If like a hookup,
If you hooked up with a girl, obviously you're with somebody. If you hooked up with a girl and they had a baby and they chose to keep that baby, and you didn't want to be in that life of the baby, you have to pay child support for 18 years. That's the thing that we're talking about. That's crazy unfair. Is that the women decide if you have to pay for 18 years?
I just can't even see it because pullout game is stupid.
This is why
strong.
You can't have real
hypotheticals with this guy is just
Swear to God.
never pans out.
Still don't even see that.
Theoretically speaking, though, I feel like it's tough for me to say like yes, just because like I feel like it would be. I don't know. It's tough because like if you're not ready to be a parent and like, it's better. I feel like it would be better to not be a parent than to be a shitty parent.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, if she did bring the child into the world, I guess personally, yeah, I would feel like at least a sense of responsibility to make
Be
sure
at a
that
birthday party or something.
to make sure that the baby's okay.
That's the thing. And
healthy,
I don't think that
good.
the woman should be able to force the contract on you. Like I don't think that the woman should be able to decide if you're in the kid's life.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But like,
Okay.
No, that's what I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you as a person have to like go to court and be like, hey, I had sex with this person, do a DNA test. DNA test is positive, and then you be like, listen, I don't want to be in this baby's life. I'm willing to sign a contract so that I'm like basically you're not the father anymore at that point. Like you're like a sperm donor basically.
I wouldn't do it just because I feel like I don't know. It's like Terence was saying, like it's your kid at the end of the day. So it's like you're not just like to the point where like I signed this at birth, right? I'm like, you know what? Like I'm just not gonna be the dad that I want to be. So fuck it, sign, right? And then 5 years later, I have a kid with somebody that I actually wanted to have a kid, and I'm ready. And I'm thinking, I wonder what he's doing or if he's all right. Like at this point, he's like 5, kindergarten. Kind of want to see him. He's still my kid, but legally I can't even like go and like.
And here's the thing though, but
be
like
back in that life.
But without that contract, you could always make an arrangement with the woman, like, hey, like I want to be in this kid's life, but I can't, and like that's different.
See, but
you don't have
point,
to do that contract. I'm not saying no.
No, but that's what I'm saying. In one day or one like with that person, I don't want to be that kid. But then that's what I'm saying. Later on in life,
that sucks. If you sell your house and you didn't know that you wanted to sell your house, you can't buy it back later because you decided that I want to see what my house is doing.
A question of if I would agree with this,
Yeah,
and
that sucks.
No, but you're talking about
But,
like
okay.
regret in the future. Like, oh, like, I wish it. Like, but that's
See, but
why
that's
it's a
Should it be an
serious
option
decision.
overall though?
Yeah, I feel like it'd be an option.
And that's what I'm
But that's what I'm
talking
saying.
about.
I feel like also there'd be a
But
lot
personally,
of.
you wouldn't do it.
I'm not saying it like you have
But
to.
you don't think you would feel like that, or
Well,
is it just me?
Me personally, if I had a
If you written off, you just fuck it.
no.
So
What I'm
it's
saying
like
is I would never go through the written off. Like I wouldn't do that. But I'm saying that there are a lot of guys that
would
make
very
mistakes
much like to
and
do
would
that.
really like to do. For example, any celebrity. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Like exactly. I'm not saying that there's only two options. Either you raise them or you never see them. No. There are a lot of options,
contract would
a
be
lot
that.
of situations where you're like, hey, like, I know you want to have this baby and your family wants to have the baby. I personally, like, we're not in a financial place where we can support a baby. I'm not mature enough. I feel like if you really were connected to that partner, they would understand that, and you could still try to make efforts to at least
you
see
just
the
said
kid.
it was a one night stand, so connection's not there.
Well, but you're talking about the specific argument of you
Yeah.
wanting to see the kid. Why would you want to see the kid later if it was just a hookup? Anyway,
It's still my kid.
but that's such a silly argument. Like,
I really feel like I would deep down be like, oh, my kid is being good, like, with me right now, and I'm having all these memories that I'm making with my kid that I have with my wife. I kind of want to make some with the, you know, he might have been a mistake, but he's still my kid. Like, that's personally what I'd be thinking.
and nobody is forcing you to sign that. But if you decide that you want to sign that because it was
But
your
that's what I'm
mistake
saying.
and it was your hookup, nobody's telling you to sign it after a hookup and something happens. If you
No.
decide to sign it and you're like,
But
oh, damn, I guess I regret it, that's you signing
But
it, just like any other contract.
Do you think there'd be more guys that'd be like, regret it, or is that just me? Like,
no,
that's what I'm saying.
there is guys that will regret it, but there is a lot of guys
That'd
that
just be like, fuck it and just drop
Yeah,
it
bro.
for real.
I think
Yes.
that you're thinking into this too much because you're in a relationship where you're in love and you're like, oh man,
Bro,
I
No,
would hate to do
I'm
that.
thinking about it like if I literally, like you said, just a hookup, and the baby comes out and everything, and I pick it up, I'm like, you know what? I just wouldn't.
Bro, guys are assholes, G. They don't give a fuck about. They don't care, bro. We can have kids every fucking day of the week if we wanted to.
But
And we
that's
don't
another
care.
thing. You're only thinking about the maliciousness of the father, like, or the man. Like, women are malicious in the sense that, like, when sometimes, like I said, celebrity situations where they don't want them to have the baby, you can't do shit about it. Like, you can't be like, you have to abort that. I didn't want to have a kid with you. I
At
just
that
wanted to
point,
have sex.
yeah, you know.
And that exactly.
Yeah. All in all, though. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a little sensitive topic. I just thought of it out of nowhere, and I was like, I really wanted to get this down because I feel like if we made something like this, it could be something that people could actually use.
Yeah, because I know that people were already like talking, because I saw like TikToks on it. Like if the guy can't decide, like if he doesn't want the kid and the woman wants to keep the kid, automatically, if that's what's happening, no child support for that man, because he didn't really want to have the baby.
Exactly.
That would be fair.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But then again, though, like with that situation, if you're not paying any child support, I don't think it's fair for you to just be able to come back into the kid's life whenever you want.
See, but at that point, you could also start up child support whenever you.
But like, let's say it's been 10 years, five
Right,
years,
yeah,
5
yeah.
years, no child support, 5 years, you didn't help the kid or the
Right,
mother
but-
at all, and you think you can just come back and be like, oh,
I'd low-key be like, at a birthday party, I'd drop off 2 gifts, and walk out. That's your uncle. I'd pull that. I want to see him. And if I still don't feel any connection to him, like, yeah, you know what? You don't even look like me, bro.
But keep in mind, you're the one who originally decided to like not want to be with him. You keep talking. Listen, but you keep talking about, oh, it's my kid. Then why are you agreeing to not see him or to sign this? Like
No.
your argument is like,
Because
what
it
if I
just
sign it
changed
and
right now
regret
to
it?
the point where it's like I don't pay any child support. And you just saying I won't be able to get back into his life. I'm
Right.
not talking about see him every weekend. I'm just a birthday party at 5.
Like, but
I'm not like
right,
5 or 6. Like, I'm
what
not
if
talking
the
about
mother doesn't want you in the life of the child? That's where it becomes a bigger
cool.
case.
Again, I'm an uncle. You don't have to introduce me.
Listen.
I can just be a body in the back.
What if the woman doesn't want you anywhere near, and then the man is like, no, and then you try to take them to court? That's where these documents and these contracts come in.
Yeah,
So
I get-
you can't do this in the future, because if you agreed and the woman agreed that you won't see the
Right,
kid,
but the contract I'm talking about was the child support. No child support.
even
Nah.
with the child support, how would that work? Would you have to pay all that child support if you wanted to be in the kid's life again? Do you think that you should just be able to see the kid randomly once a year as long as you don't pay child support?
I literally just said once, like maybe before he's 10.
Right, but what's your solution? You're just saying what you want to do.
I'd probably be
You don't
putting
have a
that on my
solution.
way there.
You don't have a solution is the problem.
With the words?
That seems like the answer.
Good with the words.
I found the
I
answer.
really
All right.
would. I don't know. I'd make something up like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Like, I'm sure with each individual partner, you could, like, a specific scenario, like, she might want to, work with you. But I'm just doing, like, I'm trying to be the extreme here. Like, where she wants to take you to court, where she wants to do all that crazy extensive shit.
For
But
me to go to the birthday party at that point, like you can keep.
you
the kid,
really
bro.
still stuck on this birthday party, dude.
You really wanna go
He's
to the
still
birthday
on
That's the
this.
scenario I came up with. You're like, hey, I kind of want to go to the birthday party. Cool. Let's go to court first. Nah.
So then you're not coming to the birthday party.
Exactly. Then fine. Like if it's that big of a deal, I will not go.
Well, and to her it is because you're the prenup. You didn't want to. You're like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to have the kid. I'm not paying prenup. And she's like, good. You're never gonna see the kid. I hope you understand that. And it sucked for you, but you agreed to that.
On Facebook. Selfie bitches. At that point,
videos.
Yeah, I would come in with like, hey, I know I signed that. I have wife, kids. Like I'm doing better. I want to be there for him now.
And she's like, that's cool.
Right. And if she's like, cool, no, all right.
It really seems like you're still trying to like finagle your way through.
He's like, all right,
I'll catch you outside.
I still, again, feel like my kid.
Let me know.
Cosma jeans can't just be scattered around like
I
that.
don't know. I feel like you're really stuck on this my kid thing. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just love my kids more than you. My hypothetical
okay. Your
my
hypothetical
love just,
kid with your hypothetical hoe.
Hypothetical hoe. That's my hypothetical baby mama, bro.
Don't you talk shit about my hypothetical baby mama.
That you hit it one night, shit.
How dare
you talking about, dude? It's a hookup.
Again, I'm not. But again,
and you think you have a hookup as a Facebook friend for all these years? Like,
I would after the fact. I was like, shit.
But you didn't know you had a kid until you signed the no prenup.
No, like she came, like you just said, or that's what I said when it was like, if she was like, hey, I'm pregnant.
My boy, if you were up on Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's trial right now, you would get eaten up alive.
And I'd be like, I kind of don't want to have the kid. She wants to have the kid, and I signed the whole, not the never be in a life, but just like.
Also, there's different kinds of contracts now.
That's literally what I just told you. That's like
he said my contract is I don't pay prenup, and I could see him and pop up in his life occasionally.
No, that's what I told you. I was like, there's people that are like, well, if I don't want to have the kid and you have the kid because it's your body, your choice, I feel like I shouldn't get like child support charges on me because like.
No, and we agree with you.
Right, and that's the one that I'm going with.
You just can't see the kid, and you're still stuck on this fake scenario where you go to this birthday party at the age of 5, like
5 or 6. Bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I can tell that's his golden birthday.
You know what? We'll just move on. What's the last topic we had here?
Murder on my mind.
So we talked about it before. Jhoan
hold up. You're talking about edibles. I saw a wedding had fed their guests edibles.
Oh,
and it was family members and shit. And they're pressing charges.
They're pressing charges, dude. Motherfuckers was tweaking, didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Okay, how do you feel about that? Like, do you think that, well...
Yes, you should, bro, no, you should never
you
drug people.
No. I was like, you just said 10 milligrams to me is hitting me.
Hold on, I just thought about it, though, like kids, for example. Like, did any kids get out?
No, I'm sure it was just adults.
It's probably just adults.
But again, like you just said, like if all the cookies are at least 50 milligrams, and it takes me 5 to get pretty high.
And none of them knew that they were late.
Nobody knew.
They literally just went up. They thought it was funny. Like the
motherfucker started feeling funny and shit after a little while later, and was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
But like, would you sue your family if they gave you an edible? On
like me having taken edibles, probably not. He said it doesn't affect him, so it didn't matter.
Have you never had edible affect you?
No.
Really?
Really?
You should try, what's it called?
Yeah, everybody tells me that.
Have you tried it, though? Have you tried, like, concentrate edibles?
2,000 milligrams.
No, you haven't.
Dabs and shit, I guess. We have to edit all this out. I have a coworker on my Snapchat. He can't see none of this.
Shit. I'll just send you the video file, and you can go ahead and do that, because I do no edits, my boy.
It's at 10 minutes.
Okay.
10 minutes.
Okay.
Left. 10 minutes.
So I'm sorry. We were talking about the murder on my mind thing.
He walked. He's free. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Melly's free?
No free Melly, because
is he really free?
Like,
I didn't see this.
Can you check real quick just to make sure we don't make a fool of ourselves?
I didn't see this anymore.
Apparently, YBN or YNB.
YNW Melly.
No, neither. YNW Melly. Apparently, he got all charges dropped. The hell is this on my face? I feel like I have a hair on my lip. What the fuck? Okay. All charges dropped. And as you guys know, his song Murder on My Mind was literally like the whole argument, aside from the fact he had the blood of the victim on his shirt. Allegedly now, I have to say. And then his song literally described how the murder went down. And he still somehow was able to get out of these charges, is what it seems like. We're checking right now. There's a very high possibility that we might just have spoken right
this
out of our
is information that we got from this guy.
Yeah.
So
just keep that in mind for when you think, damn, these motherfuckers are stupid. It's looking real thin over there, huh, Searchy boy?
I mean, there's no, like, actual... Like,
just look up why or whatever his name is, did his charges get dropped?
It's coming up.
I'm gonna guess no.
The latest one is April 22.
What is that?
He will be free.
Court inside he will be freed of
Insist.
murder charge this year. He insists. Okay. So I think that him and his it's more like him and his team of lawyers really think that he'll be freed. I
They
guess.
think they got this man off.
But also, if he's paying me a lot of money, I'm gonna tell him whatever he thinks. You know what I'm saying? So like, I guess take this information with a grain of salt. Yeah, I thought it would definitely be a little more in-depth topic, and I thought it was confirmed. No cap.
Well, that's because Jhoan ass don't check his sources.
I swear.
That's why we don't let you bring topics to the podcast, bro.
I swear, man. You don't even be paid. You know, I'm not gonna. I guess we can talk about the. Have you guys, I feel like I'm the only one that's really been keeping up with the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial.
Yeah, I've not been keeping up with it. I just see the little posts and memes, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it seems like everything's Johnny Depp and Amber Heard right now, though. Isn't that crazy? But you know, I wouldn't be surprised if after this trial, like, you know, those conspiracy theorists, they're like, yeah, everybody was attached to this Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. Y'all didn't notice that we sent fighter jets over to Russia or some crazy shit like that.
There probably will be some little background shit people ain't paying attention to.
They were saying people are like complaining about the fact that Johnny Depp's trial is a lot more open, live and everything every day compared to
they chose to have a trial in front of what is it called? It's not like. It's the trial of public opinion, I think, is what it is. Is what it's called.
That's because like
that's why
Maxwell.
That's why they have a jury ruling instead of a judge. Like the jury's going to be the deciding factor. They're going to be the ones who decide.
Okay, I was just saying because I don't know her name. People wanted to know more about the Maxwell trial.
I haven't heard anything about the Maxwell trial actually.
Epstein.
Yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, that one. Because I think her trial happened, is going on, is paused or something.
Can you check it real quick? See what's up with that? I honestly haven't heard much about it, but right now Amber Heard finally got up to testify just yesterday, and she started testifying, and I feel like she's gonna dig herself a hole because she's not just saying like, oh, he beat me a couple times, he hit me. Like she's throwing like rape allegations. She's throwing like I mean, we don't have, like, we're not monetized anyway. I was going to say, we're going to get demonetized. From what? She's throwing, like, all these RAPE allegations. She's throwing, like, the fact she's like, he constantly hit me. He's making it seem like she was constantly getting beat by Johnny. And, like, we talked about it a little bit before, but in one of the instances, Amber claimed that Johnny probed her for drugs, like, to take drugs that she had supposedly stolen.
I think she's convicted of that.
Apologies, Lane Maxwell's sex trafficking conviction. Oh, so she's definitely gonna get convicted
for sex trafficking. But I feel like it wasn't. I think it just wasn't as public just because a lot of
billionaires and millionaires
high end profile.
They really don't want.
Yeah, we gotta be a little.
Hey, wouldn't it be crazy if isn't it weird that Bill Gates testified in the trial for Ghislaine Maxwell during the Johnny Depp?
He was there. Who was?
Oh, like all the billionaires were on his plane.
From like New York too, like literally down here, everybody in New York.
Who else? The president of the United States.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah, Bill Clinton. He was like constant. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you knew this, but he like had him on a leash because like at his house, at the place where people would come over, he had a picture of Bill Clinton in a dress, sitting down, or like some like it's some shit like we're basically like embarrassing him. Kinda like kinky, I have so much on you.
Shit.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. That's why people are like, nah, the Clintons killed him.
Talking about being good with words or whatever. Epstein, I was watching this shit on Netflix. It was about what's that brand? Not Hollister, but the higher one. It's kind of like Hollister, the clothing brand. It's Aeropostale,
American
Hollister,
Eagle,
not American.
Aeropostale, American Eagle, Hollister, Forever 21.
What the fuck is it called?
It was a clothing store.
It's a clothing store. It was like
you can't think of any
people.
You named all the ones I was thinking.
Right.
It was, oh my god, I can't even think of it. But it was literally
Versace.
Not Versace.
I think we both know it was Versace.
It's,
What's the point?
so
Half the time, Jhoan just I swear.
this person that was like owns Victoria's Secret, Bed Bath, or Body Works, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Bed Bath and Beyond. I used to get those
yeah.
confused too.
That one, Victoria's Secret, Pink, owns a whole bunch of like clothing and like mall stores.
Oh, is it the female brand?
No, it's a guy brand or just a clothing brand,
Express?
whatever. No, he's also the owner of Express. Like this person wrote off and signed off all of his rights to those companies to Epstein. Like gave his fortune to Epstein.
That's what happens when you have sex with a French little kid.
I know, but like you have to like, bro, like you wouldn't just write that shit off. Just.
Well, I feel like that in itself is like yeah, he had to do this or else. It's like, why else would you do that? Like, why else?
You had to be under some pressure.
What other reason? Exactly.
You had to be under some pressure.
The guy who literally gave Epstein a multi-million-dollar home for free.
Yeah.
Had to be under some pressure.
Exactly. He was getting gifted all all his power. Like that's why people were like, where did all his power come from? Because like people and professionals that talk to him from
like
supposedly his field, they're like
most famous, unfamous billionaire.
Yeah,
they're like everywhere at every famous party.
They're like, who? Like this guy doesn't seem like he knows what he's talking about. Like professionals that were in the same field that he was supposedly in, they're like, when we talked to him, like they said that he didn't really seem like he knew what he was talking about. He seemed more like a pawn, like somebody was using him as yeah. So maybe it wasn't even him doing all the masterminding. Maybe it was somebody controlling him. He just had
That's some real TV shit.
I know.
That's
oh my
up.
god!
That's people so fucking gross and nasty. Like get it. That's what they get.
Yeah.
Abercrombie.
Oh, Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah, I still don't know what to say.
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Shit.
But that's the one because there's a whole document on how they were racist and openly.
Oh really?
Yeah, they were like.
I mean, so was Calvin Klein. Calvin Klein was super right. They literally like the.
But these guys were like open about it. Like,
so was the guy of the Calvin Klein, the company, like the head of the company, admitted he doesn't want colored people buying his clothes. Like he didn't
no, but they were talking about like people working at the stores.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're like apparently there was a list like you got to be this good looking to work at the store, and hey,
oh, I knew that. Motherfucker,
you got to be. You got to work in the back, or your shifts are cut. You're just not good looking.
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
and the guy, like the owner, would literally come and like inspect every store, every so often, and they would get graded on how clean the store was, good looking people working, good looking people in and out of the store. Fat people or ugly people came in, grade was down, and
crazy.
then that would like affect their bonuses for like the store managers and shit.
That's tough. That's really fucked up, bro.
Okay, hold up. That's a specific scenario with a clothing brand. How do you guys feel? This is probably like what's it called? A hot topic. How would you guys feel if they didn't want to hire like ugly females at like Hooters?
I feel like.
What do you mean?
Or like.
Do you think are you asking me? Do I think that's valid to not hire ugly people?
Do you think that they should be able to not hire ugly people?
No, I don't think you should base a job. The only job where I feel like your looks should really play that big of a factor into it is if you're like a model, maybe a stripper.
See, you would think, but even I feel like now with this with this whole like.
I mean, when you're gonna have your low end strippers.
No, but no, I'm talking about like models. Like nowadays,
shifts, you know what I'm saying?
Nowadays, I
shifts.
feel like it's really like models are gonna start getting like.
I mean, like I feel like
the spectrum will be broadened.
Oh,
I don't think that's a bad thing though.
To what extent?
I don't think that's a bad thing.
Like for example, like you know how Lizzo wants to like model. Like I don't agree with any of that because it's like you're just glorifying being unhealthy and being overweight, being obese. Like that's different. Like.
yeah.
Like I guess you can say like, oh well, some people are attracted to that. It's like but it's unhealthy. Some people are attracted to alcohol and drugs, and that's just unhealthy. You don't see people promoting magazines about it. Like that's what I think of it. Like people trying to justify being unhealthy and being like, oh well, it's like I can't change my body. Like if I tried to be skinny or this or that, I just don't.
98% of people in this world can
That's what I'm saying. Like,
do it.
That's why I don't believe in the whole like glorifying obese women.
Like, I get the point. You know,
or fat guys, the same thing.
It's seeing somebody like being a model that's like we're the same size, or like, you know, their clothes is for me because I'm a bigger person. So it's like, yeah, I fuck with this. But then it was like, I feel like sometimes you get a little too comfortable with that. You see a bigger model, you think, you know what? I gained 20 pounds this year.
And keep in mind, I'm not referring to like modeling clothes.
Like, no, like the models itself.
Like
but like you
clothes.
see, like people will see models and like base their like perception on that.
Yeah,
it's a good and bad thing. It's like the same thing with like super ripped models. It affects like teenagers and like adolescent people just as much.
Yeah, I have heard about that. Like with the whole bodybuilding thing, like it makes guys. I actually heard it more for guys, that it makes guys feel like they should be at a much higher standard because like on cartoons and TV shows and movies,
the guy's always ripped.
Yeah,
that's what. I can't even look at Terence without a shirt, bro. He was ripped.
But
he
like,
goes like this.
I don't know. I feel like most guys like look at that and they're like damn, I'm gonna work towards that. I don't know. That's why I don't feel like it's that big.
I mean, it's just body dysmorphia, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like you said, it's a broad thing because like it's like you can be too ripped and too healthy to the point where it's like that's kind of
people that are like
you genetically are gifted to the point where like maybe 3% of the population is gonna ever look like that.
But also people that look super jacked, I mean, they're just under eating too. Like the super ripped people.
But that's the same thing with like skinny models, and that's why they try to include, you know, plus size models. But I agree with you. There's like an extent where it's like.
No, see, I'm talking about like when they want to have like a 300-pound woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get you.
Like,
you're plus size, and like there's plus size women, but then like you said, there's 300-pound women that's unhealthy realistically. Like,
yeah, like you don't see that shit for guys either, and you don't see no guys fighting about it because they're like, yeah, that's. I mean, why? Like you don't see any fat dudes that walk like runway in an underwear. There's some like I haven't heard of it anyway. I don't fucking know.
I want equal rights, so you know what? I'm gonna email them personally today. Calvin Klein.
He said, "I am a fat male
of color."
That'll get them. They'll be like, "Hey, we heard back." It's like we heard from you.
So just throw that right in there.
They said send a pic. They said thank you for your email, but we are.
They said, "Oh, really? Would you say that to me if I was white?"
No. Yeah, I don't know. I think including plus size models and bigger size models in general is not necessarily all the way a bad thing. I do agree, though, it isn't necessarily what we want our population to look like, you know, as a whole. Like we don't want obesity, you know.
Well, I mean, it's just not healthy is the argument that I'm making.
Right. So I get that. I definitely get that. But the fact that we do have people that size and stuff, though, I do feel like
that's why they're there to like inclusion. Just,
I get that.
Yeah, that's my only point.
But
because I do think like.
It's because
you're pushing 300.
It's a fine line because, like I'm saying, like you only see these skinny girls. So at that point,
keep
you
in
got
mind,
people having
when we
like,
say
big
like
girls being bulimic.
Yeah, when we're talking about like big
and like
girls
having
and stuff,
eating disorders, try to get like that.
We're not talking about like an overweight female. That is not what we're talking about at all. Just like we're not talking about an overweight male. Like we're talking about like when they try to have these clearly obese, unhealthy women model and try to be like this like sex culture.
Yeah, I mean.
I think we covered a lot of topics.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
That we did.
Good. See, that's a regular model. This is a regular model.
Right, and then before this would be considered like obese. Like,
see, and that I do understand.
That's cap.
When people like, see, there we go. Hold up. See, go back to the other one though. No, go back to the other one. See, but that's with clothes. I don't have any like.
This isn't that bad.
And even that one isn't that bad, to be honest.
Yeah, because like I said, like there's a lot of women that are like. It's hard because women are shorter.
That's true.
So like that, like weight will add on or look just bigger just because you're shorter. I think it's also easier for guys because it's like, I can look at you and be like, you probably weigh like 150. And you're like, right, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not hurts
to hear when you work out. He said, wow, 150s.
I don't know. You weigh like 300. And like, look at us and be like, oh, you weigh like, Michael, the people are like, oh, you weigh like 220, 230. And he's like 50 pounds over that. And the same thing with me, 50 pounds over that, 300.
You, the models we talking about.
Just about to say that.
Crazy.
You the models we talking about.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, Like it's easy. It'd be different.
So you know what? Fuck it. They can all be included.
No, but like that's what I'm saying. It'd be different if it was like our height for us to look more like.
You're saying 300 pounds on you looks different than 300 pounds on a woman.
Yeah. Oh no, 300 pounds on like a 5'4" female. I'll tell you what, you'll notice it. And this is for guys too. I hope people aren't trying to make this like, wow, look at these sexes. Like, no, don't get that.
110% how that beginning part of the conversation came off.
No,
I can guarantee you.
And that's why I want to clarify this stuff, because it's like it's not about like I'm bashing on guys.
I don't know.
I'm bashing on like women, but
I
it's
don't
the
think
unhealthy part.
Bad.
Just look up Lizzo modeling. Okay, you know what? We don't. It's not that serious. We already talked about it. Is there anything you guys wanted to cover before we?
I just want everybody to be healthy, live a happy life.
I want everybody to live a happy life.
Live their best life.
Their
I don't
best
know.
life.
I feel like just
regardless.
Yeah, but like I said, I think there's a good medium.
I mean, you should still always be trying to improve
You
yourself.
definitely should be. You know, you
Yeah,
should
but
want to be healthy.
That's what I'm saying. But then I feel like
want to be
personally,
healthy.
if you saw like if I was a girl and I saw a big girl that's my weight, let's say I'm 300, 5'4", like you guys said, I see a woman that she's on the runway like shit. I ain't ugly.
Honestly, you would think, but I feel like women are so supportive nowadays of other women, bro.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like I'm good. Like I don't need to lose weight. I'm beautiful the way I am.
Type shit.
That's
what
true.
you're saying.
So I won't. Why do I need to go to the gym? I don't need to go.
As opposed to guys, I feel like guys bash on each other.
Because like you said, there's no plus size model men.
Yeah.
Like shit. All the girls think, all like the Hollywood stars like Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise,
Ryan
Reynolds, Thor. I don't know his name.
Like 4 white guys too.
I don't know any like black guy names. If I'm being honest with you, like actors.
Denzel Washington.
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah, girls like that. Michael B. Jordan.
My bad for not giving recognition.
I don't know any
bro.
Hey,
Like shit, you know.
Name a Mexican one.
I can't.
Exactly. That's on you. I can't.
Shit. I named a couple blacks. You know.
I should throw one in there.
You threw one.
Yeah. Well, he threw a second, so it was all good. There was 2 on the board.
Denzel Washington
And Michael B. Jordan.
maybe in his heyday.
Didn't you just say that he's making a movie with for the Mike Tyson thing?
You can
Jamie Foxx?
That's awkward.
He said Denzel Washington.
Wasn't even
Jamie
thinking
Foxx.
of the same person. I was thinking of Jamie Foxx the whole time.
You could have said Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, but I mean, I
Just
couldn't think of it.
I definitely can't think of a Mexican.
That's what I'm saying. I can't think of. That's a real problem. You know what? We need more diversity in Hollywood.
Is there even a movie like a big...
I mean, I'm talking about like that's fit, like ripped.
Oh, the biggest movie. I was about to say the biggest movie star for like Mexican Hollywood is probably Eugenio Derbez.
Yeah, but he's not ripped.
No, he's not. But he's
From the Marvel, that guy who played in Ant-Man. I don't even know his name. He was in Narcos. He played the FBI agent.
Oh, Herrera.
Yep, I guess.
He said sure, whatever.
No, I think that's like his actual name.
Yeah, no, what is it? What's his first name? Jose? Jesus?
Damn.
I actually-
I'm on them out, nigga. Damn.
I did have it.
I
before.
can. I have the right.
I did have it before. Like I actually did know him
Really?
because he's also in The Mandalorian. Isn't he like the Mandalorian guy?
See, no, that's the guy from. I'm talking about Narcos Mexico, the one that they killed off.
Oh, I'm talking about Narcos, the
one.
original one.
Yeah, I know.
There's too many
Pena. I was thinking of
Yes,
Pena.
yeah, Pena Herrera or whatever. No, I'm talking about like an actual like darker Mexican that looks like me.
Yeah.
And I want inclusion. Pena is white,
He said,
Mexican like you.
You said I want inclusion. Facts. Go be that person, bro. Get ripped and go to Hollywood. Just
Why? They need plus size models. You think I'm not kidding about this email? Just don't be surprised when
Guys, I got sponsored by Victoria's Secret's men's side. Like what?
You are
saying.
not about to write that email.
when you see me rocking Calvin Klein only.
Bro, Kevin Klein said he doesn't like minorities.
I'm gonna send him a picture, hair to the side, the glasses.
All right, you know what?
Polo
With the
t-shirt.
right light, I could get it off.
It might have been Tommy Hilfiger.
I think it was Polo
It was
too.
Tommy.
I think
Yeah,
it was
Polo.
Tommy
Tommy
Hilfiger.
was definitely on there.
Yeah.
Polo did the same thing.
For real, Polo?
I think so.
Yeah. I made this for
Ralph,
like
bitch ass.
rich white people, basically. Like, I don't know why these black
Was
people
it
are
Gucci
using
on
like-
there too at some point? Was
Yeah.
there?
Gucci Mane?
Yeah, no, not
1017
Gucci
Brick
Mane.
Squad?
No,
Oh,
like
no,
the
no.
brand Gucci.
Oh, I really wanted to say 1017 Brick Squad Gucci Mane. I'm sorry.
Waiting to get that
And you
punchline
just
off.
cut me off, and it really hurts.
But no,
Because
like,
it wasn't relevant.
yeah, all of them basically.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well,
It's fucked up, but yeah.
I think we did good. I'm gonna be a Calvin Klein plus size model.
We'll keep you guys posted on the multiverse.
We're sponsored by Lipton 2, and Michael just needs to step up his game, and then we got 3 sponsors.
What are you talking about?
Low key, we do have our own
You know
kind
what
of
I'm saying?
deals
Like,
going. What you got going on? What are you bringing to the table, bro?
Well, I'm sponsored by Dragon Ball Z.
Says, hell
You know how big this brand is? This brand is bigger than both of y'all brands combined. Are you trying to talk to the motherfucker that won't even start a podcast? Like, what the fuck?
You got a point there, though.
You got the courage to
You
email an
got-
executive
bro,
company?
We're gonna be sponsored. We can hire him.
Yeah, okay.
We'll have more buying power after
You know what I'm
saying? Like, funds rolling.
I'll be
Okay.
a plus size model, bro. Don't talk to me like that.
All right, John. You fat fuck. All right.
Damn.
We're going to wrap it up with that. If you guys enjoyed the episode, make sure to like, subscribe, comment anybody that we can have on the show. Comment the topic that you would like us to talk about. Other than that, we'll catch you guys on the next one.